Hello everyone, welcome to my very first podcast. Today, as a guest, we have Dr. Nehal Shah with us. She is a practicing homeopathic doctor and a mental health expert. So आज हम उनसे जानेंगे मेंटल हेल्थ इश्यूज़ के बारे में और कैसे होम्योपैथी से उन इश्यूज़ को टैकल कर सकते हैं. So welcome to our show.
Thank you for having me, Devang.
सो माय फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन इज कि होम्योपैथी के बारे में एक मिसकंसेप्शन होता है कि उसमें बहुत ज़्यादा टाइम लग जाता है हील होने को. सो उसके बारे में कुछ कहना चाहेंगे आप?
So first thing is that homeopathy, there are a lot of misconceptions when it comes to homeopathy because there is lack of awareness when it comes to homeopathy. So homeopathy में ऐसा कुछ नहीं है कि it takes a lot of time. There is nothing like that. एक बहुत बड़ा misconception है लोगों के दिमाग में, पर ऐसा कुछ नहीं है. There are two types of disorders. There is acute disorders and there is chronic disorders.
Okay.
Acute disorders means that सर्दी खांसी हुआ है, आपको 2-3 दिन से है, short term diseases.
Yes.
And chronic disease are the ones that goes on for years or months, for a longer period of time. So naturally that would take a longer time to cure, but जो short term की जो disease होती है, that takes very short amount of time. So nothing like it takes a longer period than compared to allopathy or modern medicine.
ओके, सो मेजर डिफरेंस क्या है एलोपैथी और होम्योपैथी के बीच में?
So allopathy is a modern system of medicine. It is more scientifically accurate, and the principle of allopathy is that opposite will cure. That is the basic principle. Meaning that अगर आपको fever हुआ है, तो we will give you an antipyretic. जिससे फीवर कम होगा, जो टेम्परेचर है वो बढ़ गया है एंड दैट विल कम डाउन. बट वर्सेस इन होम्योपैथी द मेन प्रिंसिपल इज लाइक क्योर्स लाइक, विच मीन्स के जो अगर आप हेल्दी हो और आपने कुछ खाया या पिया कोई सब्सटेंस विच इज कॉजिंग सम सिम्टम विद इन यू is the same substance which will cure a sick person.
And what about Ayurvedic?
So wait, let me give you an example what I mean by homeopathy and the principle of how it works. कि suppose आपको आपने कॉफी पिया बहुत ज्यादा, तो उससे क्या होगा?
कैफीन बढ़ जाएगा ब्लड में.
हाँ, और उससे क्या हो सकता है? If you have too much coffee,
मेरे हिसाब से थोड़ा एक्टिविटी बढ़ सकता है.
activity बढ़ेगा and you, as a result of that, you won't be able to sleep. It will cause insomnia.
Yes, insomnia.
Insomnia, right? Insomnia is कि नींद ना आना या नींद डिस्टर्ब हो जाना. So if you take a lot of coffee, it will cause insomnia. तो जिसको insomnia है उसको अगर कॉफी थोड़ी डाइल्यूटेड और पोटेंटाइज्ड डोज में दोगे तो that will end up curing the insomnia.
Okay.
Understood? So that is how homeopathy works.
एंड आयुर्वेदिक और होम्योपैथी के बीच में कुछ कनेक्शन है? लोग उनको कनेक्ट कर देते हैं इसलिए.
So Ayurvedic का principle is again, it is ancient Indian medicine practice. So it is based on the principle of 3 doshas, which is Vata, Pitta and Kapha. You must have heard about it naturally. Many people know about that. Vata, Pitta, Kapha. So for example, you have Vata Pravruti. There are people who have different pravrittis. It's called as pravrittis. So that is the main principle कि disease happens because of the imbalance of the doshas.
Okay.
अगर दोषास कोई ऊपर नीचे है वात पित्त कफ में से तो that will cause disease. And इसमें herbal medicines are used a lot more in Ayurveda. In homeopathy, minerals and herbals both are used.
Okay. सो माय नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन इज कि जैसे कि हमारा आज पॉडकास्ट का टॉपिक है मेंटल हेल्थ, तो होम्योपैथी के थ्रू मेंटल हेल्थ सॉल्व होने के कितने चांसेस है? कोई भी मेंटल हेल्थ इशू?
डेफिनेटली होम्योपैथी कैन लेसन द सिम्टम्स. जो डिजीज प्रोग्रेस होती है वो प्रोग्रेस रुक सकता है. जैसे कि डिप्रेशन है, समथिंग लाइक डिप्रेशन फॉर एग्जांपल, दैट कैन बी वेरी नाइसली मैनेज्ड विद होम्योपैथी.
ओके.
अदर देन कंपेयर टू एलोपैथी, उसमें क्या होता है, it reduces your anxiety, it reduces your depression, but those pills are very addictive. So over a period of time you become addicted to these pills. These are supposed to be the medicines.
ओके, सो कोई कंप्लीटली बाहर निकल सकता है डिप्रेशन से? ऐसा पॉसिबल है?
निकल सकता है, but that would require a lot of other changes as well, lifestyle changes, dietary changes. If everything is done together, then homeopathy say it can go like 70 to 80% it can be reduced, definitely.
Okay, so about 80%. So in the Indian youths, mostly youth में कितने परसेंटेज लोग डिप्रेस्ड है आपके हिसाब से?
I feel, from what I've seen, is around. See, depression is on a spectrum. It's not कि okay, you are sad for a certain amount of time, then you are depressed. उसका एक spectrum होता है, meaning some people are, there is mild depression, there is moderate depression, and there is severe depression. Right? So the entire spectrum is under depression. So I would say around, to answer your question, around 10%, I would say, is my personal estimation
10%
from
of
what
the
the
youth.
patients I've seen. Yeah.
And
But then that would again range from mild to moderate to severe. Not everybody has extreme depression with, ranging like suicidal thoughts and everything. It would range. It's on a spectrum, as I said.
सो आपके पास मतलब कुछ केसेस आए होंगे डिप्रेशन के,
Yeah.
सो उनमें से कुछ का एग्जांपल दे सकते हो आपकी, कैसे आपने क्योर किया, लाइन ऑफ ट्रीटमेंट क्या था आपका?
So, line of treatment, homeopathy is very similar to therapy. There's a lot of, talking, opening up of feelings, going back to your childhood traumas and understanding what they are. So there is medicines, homeopathy medicines. There is lifestyle changes. There is, lifestyle changes like diet and exercise. Exercise plays a very important role, and mainly therapy. Homeopathy is not exactly therapy, but that is what goes on during the case taking process.
Counseling
Yeah,
is also
exactly.
done?
Counseling. Yeah, exactly.
Okay. So you just told about childhood trauma.
Hmm.
So I just wanted to know, as a I don't know whether I'm a Gen Z or I should call myself as a Gen Z or no, but do childhood trauma exist? Like हमारे पेरेंट्स तो बोलते थे कि उनके पेरेंट्स लोग, हमारे दादाजी, उनके ज़माने में तो उनको बेल्टों से मारते थे, लेकिन उनको कुछ ट्रॉमा नहीं हुआ। ये सिर्फ ये ज़माने का एक गिमिक है कि हम ट्रॉमास बोलते हैं या फिर ऐसा कुछ है। तो इसका रियलिटी क्या है? एज अ डॉक्टर आई वांट टू
So
आस्क यू।
childhood trauma exists. Maybe अपने parents के ज़माने में इतना awareness नहीं था उसके बारे में. They would suppress their feelings. There's a lot of suppression going on. They will not talk about these things in our parents' generation. We happen to be more aware about it. We happen to learn these things from social media, from YouTube, from online, and we talk about it a lot more than our parents did maybe. So, but childhood trauma definitely exists. It does affect when the adult grows up. You can see the symptoms happening in the adulthood, reflecting in various personal, interpersonal relationships as well.
आपने कुछ केसेस देखे चाइल्डहुड ट्रॉमास के?
Yeah, I mean, see, most of the youth in our country has childhood trauma.
ओके.
Nothing like someone is perfectly, untouched with trauma, any trauma. So everybody has some or the other form of trauma.
आपने कोई एक्सट्रीम केसेस देखे जिसमें चाइल्डहुड ट्रॉमा इज कन्वर्टेड इनटू डिप्रेशन, ऐसे कोई
Yeah,
स्पेसिफिक?
that happens a lot. Not only depression, many other disorders, anxieties, fears, personality disorders. Yeah, that happens a lot. I've seen one case was of depression. So, in adulthood, the child might not be very aware of the fact that this disorder is caused because of childhood trauma. But, when you talk to the patients about it, then you realize, okay, there is a lot of childhood trauma that is now turning into depression and many other things, anxiety and so on.
एंड आजकल बहुत हम लोग ने आजकल की जनरेशन में वी हैव सीन दैट स्मॉल स्मॉल किड्स 6 years 7 years old, they start smashing things, they are very very much active, like active in the negative way, they are very much, they have anger issues. एक 7-8 साल का बच्चे को एंगर इश्यूज होना, उसको तो कोई चाइल्डहुड ट्रॉमा तो हिट नहीं हो सकता, तो वो एक उसका क्या रीजंस होते हैं?
I'll share my personal case. There's this girl, 7-year-old. She was depressed, heavily under antidepressants, allopathy medications. And so you would wonder, कि 7 साल की बच्ची को क्या ही हो सकता है, कुछ ऐसा कुछ नहीं है कि रिलेशनशिप ब्रेकअप हो गया या वैसा कुछ हो गया, नथिंग मेजर. बट देन टॉक टू द फैमिली कि काफ़ी झगड़े होते हैं, ग्रैंड पेरेंट्स के झगड़े होते हैं, देयर इज लॉट ऑफ अब्यूज दैट इज गोइंग ऑन, नॉट जस्ट फिजिकल अब्यूज, इमोशनल अब्यूज, देयर इज वर्बल अब्यूज. So a lot of these dynamics that is happening in the family, they see that, so they absorb these things. Child doesn't realize, but they naturally absorb the things that is happening in their environment. Parents is going through divorce. Again, very major cause of childhood issues in these days.
Oh.
So the case that I'm talking about, the kid, Their parents eventually got divorced. When I took the case, they were anyways not they were together, living together, but then eventually they got divorced. So that divorce is not just one day. It's not one event. It happens in phases. So the child is there to see everything going on and naturally absorb everything. So that causes a lot of harm.
सो आपने बताया इमोशनल अब्यूज़ के बारे में, सो आई जस्ट वांटेड टू नो मोर अबाउट इमोशनल अब्यूज़.
So emotional abuse is what is manipulation, gaslighting, guilt tripping, or invalidation of your feelings.
ओके.
So, for example, to explain all these things, example is between a parent and a child. The parent who is highly controlling, and such parents, they want to control their child, so they use manipulation. I mean, it seems very odd that a parent supposed to be very loving and a caring person for the child is doing all these things, but this is very much seen out there. So उसमें क्या होता है, the parent is manipulative, and invalidating the child's feelings. अभी child says कि I feel like this, so just saying कि ऐसा कुछ नहीं होता है बेटा, या फिर मैं जो बोलूँ वही सही है, what you are thinking वो सही नहीं है. जैसे कि अभी आपको एक पॉडकास्ट शूट करना है फॉर एग्जांपल, एंड इफ योर पेरेंट्स इसके ओके करने की कोई ज़रूरत नहीं है, व्हाई डू यू वांट टू डू इट, व्हाट आई नो इज बेस्ट, मैं सब कुछ जानता हूँ, तुम्हें क्या पता है, तुम क्या ही कर सकते हो,
हमने दुनिया ज़्यादा देखी है.
हमने दुनिया ज़्यादा देखी है, हम तुमसे बड़े हैं, यू शुड बिलीव व्हाट यू शुड डू व्हाट आई से. मतलब द चाइल्ड देन stops growing at a stage and becomes dependent on the parent, and that is also a form of emotional abuse. Another example I would give is between partners, boyfriend girlfriend or husband wife. So let's say a husband cheats and the wife comes to know that the husband is doing all these things, and when she confronts her, he's like, that is because you didn't give me the pleasure, या मुझे ये feeling महसूस नहीं हुई थी, इसलिए मैं ऐसा कर रहा हूँ, it is all your fault. So the fault lies with the man, but
Yes.
then he shifts all the blame and all the fault on the woman.
Okay.
That is form of gaslighting. या denying कि मैंने ऐसे कुछ किया है, कि मैंने तो ऐसा किया ही नहीं. So lying, cheating, manipulation is a big part of emotional abuse.
सो आज के टाइम में ब्रेकअप्स इतने हो रहे हैं, 2023 से लेके अब तक ब्रेकअप के तो नंबर्स बहुत बढ़ चुके हैं.
True.
सो आर देयर मोर नंबर ऑफ डिप्रेस्ड पीपल ड्यू टू दिस?
Definitely, and you know what? Depression occurs more in men after breakups rather than women. And men, truly are emotionally and just emotional men do get affected a lot from depression post breakup, and they don't know how to deal with it. वो किसी से बात नहीं कर सकते usually, ये सब चीजें. So yeah, they do suffer from depression post breakup.
किस एक्सटेंट तक पहुंच जाते हैं? Till what extent they reach in depression?
I've seen a lot of addiction cases happening.
Addiction.
हाँ, मतलब substance abuse, smoking, drinking.
Okay.
And आजकल तो वेप भी आ गया है नया बच्चों में. So
Vape is very
much
normal.
in,
I
yeah.
don't call it addiction actually.
Come on, it is addiction.
Okay. We'll talk about it later. My father is also seeing this podcast actually.
Okay, bye. Thanks.
हम लोग एक मूवी का एग्जांपल लेते हैं. I don't know, you must have seen that movie or no? कबीर सिंह. Have you seen that movie?
Yeah.
सो उसके ऊपर क्या पर्सपेक्टिव है? ही मतलब उसका ब्रेकअप हो जाता है, उसकी जो गर्लफ्रेंड है उसकी ऑलमोस्ट शादी हो जाती है, एंड ये जो कबीर सिंह है ये he gets addicted to various things, he gets intimate with various people, and वो एक रास्ता it is a kind of. तो उस पर कुछ आपके व्यूज है? क्योंकि लोग उस चीज को कॉपी करने लगते हैं, काफी लोगों को मैंने ये चीज करते हुए देखा है.
Right, true. वो है फिर animal है. The typical masculine behavior.
People idolize that thing.
Yeah,
Just I want you to
which is very wrong to idolize negative behaviors. It is not something to be followed. First thing, it is not fine to engage in these things. Rebound relationships or addictions. Addictions are after all addictions. They are not good for your health. They are not good for your mental well-being, emotional well-being. Eventually, they do end up harming you. So, there is a fine limit and there is a boundary and there is an understanding where to draw the line. That is more important. The discernment should be there.
Okay. So have you seen cases of extreme addiction?
Uh, there was this person who was addicted to marijuana. That is how what people
Yes.
call weed these days. I think it has become very cool to do and engage in those things. So the society itself has become such that they don't discourage these behaviors. उनको ज़्यादा encourage करते हैं कि हाँ ये चीज़ cool है, मैं भी करूँगा तो मैं भी cool दिखूँगा मेरे friends के सामने.
और आपकी ट्रीटमेंट के बाद वो कितना ठीक हुआ, मतलब वो एडिक्शन से कितने हद तक बाहर आया वो?
It can be managed, but again the patient who is addicted, they have to take a lot of efforts to overcome that. It's not only up to the doctor or up to the therapist to do their job for them. It has to be that person's अंदर से आना चाहिए कि हाँ मुझे ये सब करना है, ये ठीक नहीं है तो I want to get rid of all these habits.
I just wanted to know, we are talking about habits and you just told about marijuana and various drugs. What exactly happens in a rehabilitation center? लोग 2-2 महीना जाते हैं and they come out very clean. So how is that possible in rehabilitation centers? Like what exactly they do over there?
So rehab में there is no source to get all these substances. So naturally, initially there is a lot of symptoms जो वापस आते हैं, जो पहले withdrawal symptoms बोला जाता है इसको मेडिकल टर्म में. There's a lot of withdrawal symptoms. जैसे आप चाय कॉफी पीते हो, बंद करते हो, फिर बहुत हेडेक होता है. So in rehab centers वो सब होता है. That process happens of withdrawal, and you don't find कि अभी you cannot smoke over there, you cannot drink over there. So that is how the person withdraws and does get better. But ऐसा भी होता है कि रिहाब के बाहर आने के बाद वो वापस उस एडिक्शन में चला जाए.
Okay. Have you seen extreme cases of substance abuse?
Yes. So on top of my mind, one of the most extreme cases was of weed addiction or marijuana addiction, substance abuse. This 20-year-old man had extreme addiction to marijuana, and he could not get his day without smoking, so to say. He could eventually he became such that he वो खुद कुछ काम नहीं कर पाता था, पढ़ाई नहीं कर पाता था. He could not study, he could not focus, concentrate on anything. Eventually वो इतना वायलेंट हो गया, वो मारपीट भी करता था, अपने खुद के पेरेंट्स को भी मारता था वो. He became एकदम वायलेंट हो गया था. Verbal abuse, physical abuse he used to engage in. Then he came to me. Then I took his case. हमने medication चालू किया होम्योपैथी का, and there was a lot of therapy also going on, and over a period of 2 years he got very much better, almost 80 to 90% better. The addiction got reduced. He could focus on his studies, better concentration, and जो भी घर में मारपीट वो सब चल रहा था वो बंद हो गया. He became decent and sober, and now he has a job.
Okay.
So yeah,
That's
he's doing
great.
very well right now.
Great achievement.
And one more case was of a 15-year-old girl.
Okay.
She had severe psychotic episode. Again, she used to hit her mom. She would not study. She would have many relationships at that age. At young age, you would 15 साल में कौन ये सब करता था? You would think जब हम 15 साल के थे तभी we would just go to school, go to college, study, come home, have friends. So anyways, she had trichotillomania, which is pulling her own hair. She used to pull her hair, और वो मतलब उसके बाल ही नहीं बचे थे सिर्फ, और वो थोड़े थोड़े बाल ही बचे थे, बाल तोड़ती थी खुद के. She used to feel good after pulling her hair.
खुद के बाल निकालने
खुद के
से?
बाल
अच्छा.
खींचती थी वो.
Okay.
And she used to break her hair, जैसे कि ये है तो वो यहाँ से तोड़ देती थी, ऊपर से पुल करती थी. So ऐसे भी केसेस होते हैं जिसमें there is symptoms like these. So then she again came to me, her mother came to me. We went through, we started homeopathy, we did again therapy, and now she's much better. She's in college right now, and she's able to study, she's able to do everything, manage herself. She's out of those relationships as of now. So she's doing much better.
एज अ 15-year-old आपने जैसे बोला, वो रिलेशनशिप उसने किया तो उसमें काफ़ी कुछ गलत हो सकता था, बट आपके गाइडेंस से वो चीज़ बच गई है. सो दैट इज़ अ वेरी गुड
थिंग. सो इट्स इम्पोर्टेंट when kids engage in such behavior कि उनको डांटने से बेटर कि तुम थेरेपी कराओ, कि यू टेक टू अ मेडिकल प्रोफेशनल. अभी बच्चा है, पेरेंट्स क्या करेंगे, उसको डांटेंगे, उसको मारेंगे, जो केस और बिगाड़ता है, राइट। अभी तुम छोटे हो, तुम्हें ज्यादा कुछ पता नहीं है, यू डोंट नो व्हाट्स हैपनिंग, तुम्हें रिलेशनशिप अच्छा लगता है, तुम जाते हो वहां पे क्योंकि यू नो यू लाइक दैट, यू लाइक डूइंग दोस थिंग्स, एंड पेरेंट्स गुस्सा होके उसी को डांटते हैं, उसी को मारते हैं, उसको घर में बंद करके रखते हैं। इंस्टेड ऑफ डूइंग दैट, टेक हेल्प, टेक मेडिकल प्रोफेशनल, टेक असिस्टेंस, होम्योपैथी है, काउंसलिंग है। सो इट डेफिनेटली हेल्प्स, यू नो 80 to 90% मैंने देखा है पर्सनली कि पेशेंट्स बेटर होते हैं।
Okay. So, at the end, what is your message to the people?
So see, if your child is suffering from something, you know, take help, take professional help. उसका मतलब ये नहीं कि आप थेरेपी में जाते हो कि आपका बच्चा पागल है या लोग क्या कहेंगे। Not get worried about what people think. Rather than take help, take professional help, assistance. You know, there are so many doctors available to you. So yeah.
Okay. Thank you so much. It was nice talking to you. बहुत कुछ information मिला, बहुत कुछ जानने मिला आपसे, and बहुत awareness मिली. So thank
Thank
you.
you for having me. It was lovely talking to you about all these
Thank you.
topics.